Hello everybody, Peter Breen from Publicis Commerce. We are here almost live at Shoptalk Spring. We're here to learn everything we can about trends in commerce marketing, and then we're trying to share some of that learning back with you through the magic of LinkedIn. Happy to be here right now with Andy Murray, founder and chairman of Saatchi X. Andy, just want to get your perspective on what you've been seeing and hearing over the last 2 days. Anything that's an aha moment, or maybe things that have been confirmed in your mind from what you're hearing?
Okay, well, first, Peter, great to see you again, longtime industry friend. But let me just maybe start with three things that I noticed so far. Again, one more day to learn, so who knows what will come up in that time. But the first one is what you don't see, more so than what you see. And I think what's been absent a bit this year than I've seen in the last 3 or 4 years is probably the dial-up of retail media hyping. That has been, gone down, where maybe last year was a bit more so, not so much this year. I think that's kind of embedded into, let's figure out how to make this work, more so than the massive transitional shift. So not hearing much about that. And actually, I'm not hearing a lot about the hyping of generative AI. What I'm seeing instead is more application and usage of it, and talking about more use cases than just the pure potential of it. So I thought that was quite interesting in terms of what I haven't seen. And then I think the second thing that's an aha for me is an observation around who's bringing the innovation to the stages. And what kind of innovations are we talking about? And I think in the past, I would see more Pepsis and Cokes and Unilevers, Proctors, big brands, big retailers dominate the speaking sessions. Not this year. What this year you're seeing are more brands that are either grown up DTC or have maybe 30, 40% e-commerce sales that are really heavy into DTC. And as you listen to them talk, it's clear why, because they have perfect data. And when you have perfect data in a world of generative AI now into application in a lot of those cases, that one-to-one conversation, the shoppable commerce, the conversational commerce, they're able to put it to use because they have that perfect first-party data, and now the use cases are coming forth. So whether it was what I saw, Levi Strauss, True Religion, Taco Bell, a number of them are just like really impressive. And I think that also speaks to the challenge we have in the industry for big brands and big retailers, or brands that rely primarily through retail for that, is they don't have that perfect data yet. And so how we're going to get that unlock, I think, is an industry challenge. And then the last thing I would say is a lot of conversation, surprisingly so to me, around the funnel, the marketing funnel. Is it dead? Is it not dead? I was in a CMO roundtable hotspot thing, and they were talking about the funnel. And clearly it's changing. Clearly there's still a role for it. But I feel like, in my perspective, it's more of chutes and ladders than a funnel. And so you can drop and slide down in many different ways today. So it's useful as a framework, but a lot of brands are struggling with, how do I square the circle in financial pressure between the value of brand building and then how do I get that to commerce? So those are live, active conversations, which probably, Peter, have been conversations for years. So the past is back.
Everything old is new again.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for the perspective. Folks out there, thanks for listening to us for a couple of minutes, and we'll be back again tomorrow with some more thoughts from almost live at Shoptalk Spring.